The Avengers!
Hey guys, it's your friendly neighborhood Aquing over here, and I wanted to make my case for why I think US Agent should eventually be added to the game. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he should come out before the rest of the main Avengers cast. And by that, what I mean is like the ones that we saw in the data mine that came out at launch. Those guys definitely need to get put in first. But I want to see US Agent get added in eventually. There's a couple of ways they could go about doing this storyline-wise, but I got a really big one that's already popped up in my head that I think would work out fine enough. And that is Hydra. Now, in this universe, they have not talked about Hydra in the games universe that they have created. There's no mention of Hydra, so the assumption is that it's gone. But anyone who knows the comics and now the MCU, thanks to Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or well, the second movie, I should say. Basically, Hydra doesn't go away. We all know this. Hydra's a fucking problem in every universe version of the Avengers. Straight up. So, my theory would be that Cap's convinced they're gone. He has no idea they're still around, right? He gets wind of a couple of guys who may have ties to Hydra, and he wants to go investigate. And so the storyline would be going over there, and as you are doing the mission, you start getting a radio frequency from someone saying, "Why are you interfering in my job? I'm trying to catch these guys." And you find out it's John Walker, it's US Agent. And he is pretty much very unhappy with you because you have basically blown up the establishment or whatever, caused mayhem, and the guys got away. He's been tracking these guys for months, if not years, trying to get a good foothold on catching them, and you just ruined it. And so now you are trying to, and so the rest of the campaign would be you trying to help him get them. And then by the end of it, he joins the Avengers. I think that'd be a simple enough story to get John Walker in there. And with that idea, we could end up going, "Oh, hey guys, by the way, Red Skull's still alive. He's been in cryo sleep this entire time. And now he's a boss." Wouldn't that be cool? I mean, I think it would be. I mean, we could get mini bosses of like Zemo and Zola. Like, that'd be fun. I think that'd be a really cool one. But yeah, that's my idea of how they could implement US Agent. They probably wouldn't use Hydra. They'd probably do something else, which would be kind of disappointing. But I'd like to see a Red Skull boss fight. That's just me. So, when it comes to his playstyle and what his heroics would be, I've been thinking about those as well. For his playstyle, I was picturing something along the lines of a more brutal version of Cap's fighting style. Like, Cap's really he's a very defensive character for the most part. It feels like, because of the way his shield works. I'd like to see a more offensive version of that. So instead of just being able to block and stuff and throw the shield and stuff like that, John uses the shield as a weapon of to murder with. Instead of using the shield to just protect him and his team, he uses it to fucking brutally beat and maim his opponents. Now, granted, we wouldn't see any actual maiming in this game, but you kind of get what I'm saying with that. And I mean, for takedowns, come on. We've already seen what would be a perfect one in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Not going to spoil that whatsoever, I promise. I'm not going to really talk much about it. But the scene, you guys who have seen it know what I'm talking about. Wouldn't you want to see that as a takedown in this game? Oh my god, it'd be amazing. For his heroics, since we didn't really... I was thinking, since they kind of didn't really get to use any real moves from like the Hyper Fighters, like Marvel vs. Capcom. For his Assault Heroic, I kind of want Stars and Stripes. And for those who don't know, that is essentially a massive uppercut using the shield as a weapon. I mean, I know Cap has he has that in the game as a normal move, but I'd like to see a variant of that is an actual heroic. It causes massive damage to whoever it impacts, and it sends almost every type of enemy flying through the air. And when I say flying, I mean literally, it launches them. That's what I like to see. Instead of Steamroller, I think that would be a cool one for John Walker. For a support heroic, I'm thinking something along the lines of a taunt move similar to Hulk's. Basically, he taunts, and whoever is in his vicinity that he taunted takes extra damage from John only. Not he like the concept of the move would be that he throws that out, and the rest of the team can go, okay, he's got that. I don't have to worry about that enemy anymore, because that enemy is going to be dead quickly. I think that would be a cool idea, because then you can combine that along with Stars and Stripes and the ultimate heroic, and he could wipe like groups by himself. And I think that would be really fucking fun. For his ultimate, I'm kind of like, as cool as it is, I think Cap's ultimate's kind of it's okay. What I would like to see for like US Agent, and if this turned out to be his ultimate, if he did get put in, I'd probably play Agent a lot more than Cap. I'm just gonna be honest. Just give me Hypercharging Star. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a fucking shoulder check. He comes at you, sprinting as fast as he can, slamming the shield into you, and it is a brutal move. I kind of would like that as his ultimate. Basically, the idea would be that it does, I'd say, this would have to be tweaked a little bit, but my thought is like 300% of what your normal heroic damage would be, any attack that connects with the shield end is reflected back. So if you time that right, you can do your massive damage and combine that with whatever has been thrown at you. I think that would be the coolest way to handle his ultimate. Because, I mean, I kind of wish Cap had a really big move like that, but you can't really do much. They're kind of working around, they're essentially the team's walking on eggshells with this game. And once it starts to become, super successful, then they can start experimenting and doing fun stuff. And that's where the US Agent idea comes in. This character would have to be like year 4, year 5's characters, kind of like that. But that's my theory on the character. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I would appreciate a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share the video, and I will see you guys later.
The Avengers!